Hey, in this video, we're going to take a deep look at Coinsmart for Canadians. I'm going to cover everything from security to features to fees, funding methods, and most importantly, how it compares to other platforms in Canada. On this channel and my website, I'm tracking 15 Canadian crypto exchanges. If you want to compare these yourself side by side, I'll put a link to this website down below. Now let's just jump right into the review. If you don't want to watch the whole video, here is the summary. So unfortunately, Coinsmart is not the best platform and I don't recommend it at this time. It's mainly because there's a lot of good platforms in Canada, and Coinsmart just didn't stack up that well side by side to these other platforms. Looking at it, it has 12 coins. The fees are pretty high all around, and the app crashes a lot from my experience and from the reviews as well. The best platform I found, and what I use personally, is Endax or Newton, and I use Binance as well, but that was banned in Ontario, so now it's KuCoin or Gate.io. So why don't I recommend Coinsmart? Let's look at the actual pros and cons. So let's start with the good. They have 24/7 customer support and a live chat. Most platforms do not offer this 24/7 customer service, so that's a good sign. That is a bonus. I haven't tested their customer support, but that is what they state on their website. Another pro is they have a unique feature that lets you earn free Bitcoin. So all you have to do is take some quizzes and you'll get paid to learn about crypto, and then they'll pay you out in Bitcoin. Coinbase also offers a earn section, so I recommend checking that out as well. If you want to earn some free money right now, you can do that. The last pro for Coinsmart is they are regulated with the OSC and with FinTrack. So they're available in Ontario and legally allowed to operate throughout Canada. However, all the platforms on the list are legal and have a good reputation and stuff like that, but it's a legitimate platform and we're going to put that in the pros column. Now looking at the cons, Coinsmart only has 12 coins at the time of this video, so it's not a lot. There's other platforms based in Canada like Newton and Endax where you can find like 20 or 40 plus coins, so you can get a lot more variety out there. Not only will you get more coins on other platforms, you'll spend a lot less on fees. So the total fee to buy Bitcoin on Coinsmart was 2.6% when I tested it. So that was the 12th most expensive out of 15 platforms for buying crypto. And that includes the total purchase fee. So everything from the deposit fee, trading fee, to spread. It was 2.6%. We'll cover that in more detail a little later, but overall, it's pretty expensive for buying crypto. As you can see on this list, there's a lot cheaper options that can be sub 1% fees and drastically lower. Lastly, the app crashes a lot. My experience and the reviews are the app crashes a lot. I cannot even open the iOS app, so I won't be able to give you a walkthrough, but we'll walk through the web version later. Now that's the high level overview of Coinsmart. Now let's take a deeper look at all of those features. So first, let's tackle security and reputation first. Coinsmart is based in Toronto. They're founded in 2018, and according to LinkedIn, there's over 20 employees. And although they're based in Toronto, Canada, they are offered in 40 plus countries. So is the platform safe to use? Overall, the answer is yes. Like I mentioned earlier, Coinsmart is regulated in Ontario and Canada, and they also work with BitGo to hold crypto in cold storage. Now, BitGo is just a large crypto security company, and they have $100 million insurance policy. They work with large companies and they specialize in security. Coinsmart also has never been hacked, and on the user side, you have features like two-factor authentication and the other standard security features. So I'd say it's just as safe as any of the other popular Canadian crypto exchanges. However, for any of the platforms and large amounts of crypto savings, just use a hardware wallet. That's always the safest way to store your crypto. Don't hold large amounts on an exchange. That goes for Coinsmart or any other platform. To open an account on Coinsmart, it's similar to opening a bank account. Be prepared to submit your ID and personal info like your name, date of birth, address, stuff like that. It'll take about 5 to 10 minutes to sign up for the account, and then you have to wait for a verification. But overall, it's an easy process, and this is the same process if you're signing up to any Canadian crypto exchange. You'll have to provide ID and stuff like that. Once your account is open and verified, you can start trading. They offer the popular options like e-transfer, bank wire, or bank draft, as well as credit card purchases. The credit cards are very expensive, so I wouldn't even recommend to use that. But the e-transfers are free over $2,000. Otherwise, it's a 1.5% fee. You can also do a bank draft for zero fees if you're doing at least $500. So you can deposit money for free if you follow these limits. Most platforms are free overall though, so that is something to keep in mind. For withdrawals, there's a fixed 1% fee or $15 minimum and no e-transfer option for cashing out. So overall, this is pretty expensive compared to other platforms which just have free withdrawals. Moving on to fees and spread, Coinsmart has a 0.2% trading fee. This is pretty normal. However, when you look at the total purchase fee, which is what matters most, it was 2.6% to buy Bitcoin when I tested it. So that means every $100 would get you $97.40 based on just my one test. This was 12th place out of 15 platforms. There's 11 places to buy crypto cheaper. Now I got this total purchase fee by adding all the deposit fees, all trading fees, and any other fees, and the difference in the price from Google. So as you can see, the reference price was $57,932. That was the price of Bitcoin on Google the day I tested it. And on Coinsmart, you could buy Bitcoin Bitcoin for $59,340. So on Google, it was $57,932. Coinsmart was about $2,000 higher at $59,340. This is 2.4% higher than the price on Google. And then you add the 0.2 trading fee. That's how we got a 2.6% total purchase fee on Coinsmart. I did the same test for all the platforms, and you can see the results on this chart. As you see, the top 4 here are significantly cheaper options, which are sub 1%, and Coinsmart was down here near the bottom, so it's more expensive. Yeah, I would definitely recommend the platforms higher up on the list because less money is going to fees, more money is getting invested, which is obviously better, especially if you're like a smaller investor where every dollar counts. Now keep in mind, I tested most of these platforms on the same day, but I tested Coinsmart a couple months later, so that might skew the data a little bit for sure. And these fees and spreads, they change every single day, these reference prices, so it's never going to be exact, but it's a good tool to compare. So just note that and keep that in mind. Either way, Coinsmart was lower on the list. That's it for the fees. Let's take a look at the features and what you can do on the platform. So I would do an app walkthrough, but I can't open the app as it keeps crashing on my phone. So let's do a walkthrough of the website. This is the home dashboard. If you scroll down, these are all the coins that you can trade. There's also some other sections on the right, like smart trade and the option to buy with a credit card. This is what happens when you open the credit card screen. If we go back, then at the top screen is the navigation menu where there's a few tabs. So we'll look at the advanced trade. Here you can find all the technical charts, limit orders, market orders, and a couple other order types. If we go back, there is the buy, sell, and trade tab. This is another easier way to buy and sell crypto that's more beginner friendly. Then the next tab, you have your wallets page, so you can deposit and withdraw cryptocurrencies as you please. Other features they have are an OTC service. So if you're trading large amounts of money, you can check that out. They also have smart rewards. So like I mentioned earlier, you can earn free Bitcoin for learning about crypto and taking quizzes. If you want to do this, make sure your account is verified. That's the only way you can receive the rewards. And that's the Coinsmart platform. Here are the pros and cons again, and let's sum up this video. Overall, there's better options for Canadians at this time. The market is always changing, so I'll make a new video if that changes. But you can find platforms with a lot more coins and lower fees overall. One of the alternatives I recommend is Newton. I think that's the best overall for the majority of Canadians. It has its issues as well. No platform is perfect. However, it's very simple to use. It has over 40 coins, and it's also very cheap all around. Just for purchasing, depositing, and withdrawing is free. Cheap crypto withdrawals. That's why I like Newton, and it has a great user interface. Another recommendation I have is Endax. That will also give you beginner and advanced features and low fees. And then if you want like a secondary exchange where you get lots of features, hundreds of altcoins, I recommend Binance, or if you live in Ontario, check out KuCoin, Gate.io. And if you want to use those global platforms, you're going to need a platform based in Canada just so you can send crypto over there. But anyways, that is my Coinsmart review. Drop a like if this was helpful, and everything I mentioned in this video will be linked down below. Thank you for watching. Happy trading, and I'll see you in the next one.